Hey Zack Attackers, sorry I haven't been posting for a while. I've just been dealing with some real life stuff and just busy with all this quarantine stuff that's going on. But I wanted to bring you a video that you guys have all been asking for a while. I want to do a Q&A session, and so I posted a Q&A board on my Twitter feed a couple days ago, and now I have a bunch of questions. And you know me, I want to be authentic, so I'm just going to be reading these off live, and you'll be able to get my actual first reaction to all of them. So yeah, let's get into it. First question is from Irish. When did you first decide to get into YouTube? Oh, that's a great question, and I actually made a video about this recently with my 200,000 subscriber milestone video, where I talk all about that. But to give you a brief idea of how I got into YouTube, when I was younger, I actually had a YouTube channel, but I ended up kind of getting bullied out of it. And then when I went to college later, I had a roommate, Mikey, who had a YouTube channel, and he wanted to do some videos with me, and so I got back into it through that. And then that channel ended up transforming into what you all know today, the Zack Attack. So yeah, if you want a more specific idea of that, you can look in the description, and I'll have my 200,000 subscriber milestone video linked there. Next question, from SK8RRTEL. How do you stay so positive when the world is in such an awful state? That's another really good question. As you all know, I try to always maintain an optimistic outlook on life. But I think it's important to mention I'm not always super optimistic. You know, I'm not 100% positive all the time. I do try to put my best self out on screen on the video for all of you. So yeah, but in general, I think that I try to turn bad situations into something good and exciting. So for instance, with the exercise video, it would have been really easy to say, oh, you know, I'm in quarantine, it's impossible to stay fit in quarantine. But I actually turned around into something exciting and fun. And the same thing with CoronaCon. It would have been really easy to go, oh man, VidCon's canceled, that sucks, I'm just going to be super glum about it. But instead, I turned that into something positive with CoronaCon. So yeah, I think to answer your question, always be looking on the bright side of things. Next up is Champicon. Does this dude even think the virus is real? Well, there you're getting some of the trolls that I get when I'm just reading through these questions. Yes, I think the virus is real. I think I've made that pretty clear through my videos and what I've said and how I've acted, so yes. Next up is Strong Milks. Little known fact, coronavirus isn't a beer. Well, little known fact, Strong Milks, that's not actually a question. But in response to that anyway, I know coronavirus isn't a beer. I was making a joke. Have a sense of humor. Next up is Plutonium Bells. Jesus, this dude is really flipping out over his convention getting canceled when other people are losing their jobs. Yeah, I'm pissed about my convention getting canceled. I worked super hard to be a featured content creator for the first time in that convention. So yeah, I'm pissed off. I don't think that's a fair criticism to say, oh, you know, there are people who have lost their jobs or don't have homes or who have other challenges or are getting sick from this thing, so you can't have any of your own problems. That's not fair, because I've had problems that I've had to face with this. Lots of things have been canceled, and I'm allowed to have my own problems. Otherwise, it turns into that like, oh, you can't have any problems because there's people in Africa who are starving. You know, there's kids there starving. But that doesn't really make sense. You know, it's not fair that I can't have my own issues. And what do you guys really want me to do about it? You know, I already worked my ass off making videos for you all to enjoy, you know? I've worked super hard to get to that 200,000 subscriber milestone. You know, I've been working day in, day out making videos and entertainment for you during this quarantine period. And so I don't think that's fair, you know? I'm making the exercise video, I'm doing CoronaCon, all of these things to be a force for good in the world, and then you're criticizing me because I'm not doing everything I can? Should I just give away all my money, give away everything I have? You know? I don't think that makes sense, alright? Alright, got a little heated there, but I think that's a pretty stupid question. Next up is Numeroto. I've been watching your videos over the past few months, and they never fail to put a smile on my face. I've been through some pretty tough times lately. My dad actually caught the virus and is now in the ER. He smoked when he was younger, so he was considered at risk, and that's why they took him in. The doctors say he should be alright, but I'm still pretty worried. I guess my question is, how do you stay positive in times like these?